The Earth is warmer in 1988 than in any time in the history of instrumental measurements. These are the words spoken by James Hansen to the U.S. Senate 30 years ago. 30 plus years of silence and complicity and inaction, and now the crushing visceral weight of an existential horror story being taken willingly onto the backs of children not yet old enough to vote. Our society's leaders have been and continue to be inert and unapologetic as the ravages of a disaster they stood passively for grows increasingly, terrifyingly tangible. They seem unable to accept the reality of the fact that the industrial and economic system from which they so amply profited is directly responsible for the deterioration of our living world. They will, after all, be long gone by the time the havoc they have so carelessly stricken descends in full force upon the conveniences of everyday life for their children and grandchildren. When faced by the cries of the youth, demanding acknowledgement and rapid system change, the responses of such leaders and corporations remain uniform in content. Denial, useless movement toward green capitalism, and most importantly, the message to sit down and shut up. What needs to be understood is that we are not asking. We will not step away and carry on and silently observe as our entire economic, social, and political infrastructure turns its back on the future of the youth. We will not become corporate puppets. We will not allow for our own uncertain future to be crushed in the hands of those who have told us in action time and time again that our hopes are invalid, our demands unrealistic, and our protests futile. If all continues as is, we will reach the 1.5 degree mark around 2030. Emissions must stop now. The money is there. The time has been spent. There are no excuses. Nothing can be said to soothe our anger at the fact that our future may cease to exist because our predecessors felt that it simply wasn't worth the inconvenience, felt that we, their children, simply weren't worth the trouble. As Greta Thunberg, the face of the youth climate justice movement, has communicated time and time again, we are sacrificing our future for you. We are sacrificing our education for you. We are forfeiting our childhood for you. We are standing up because you have taken a seat in a burning house, our house. So listen to us, listen to the science, and listen well. Because there's something to be said for the fact that we, the young, in all of our assumed inadequacy and oblivion, have united when you have not. Thank you.